Hi class. I'm here for our first lesson on YouTube. We are going to talk about the different letter sounds, specifically short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds. So, pretty much what that means is today we're going to be talking about the letter A. So, all of you know that A says as in apple, astronaut, things like that. But some words A can say its own name. So when A says like apple, that is called a short A or a short vowel sound. When the letter A says its own name, like in April or acorn or airplane, then that's what we call a long vowel sound. So I'm just going to show you an example on a chart, and then we're going to read a story from our little decodables that we are used to reading every Monday and Tuesday. So let's get started. Okay, so like I said, the letter A can say A can say its own name, but only if it is spelled a certain way. So first we're going to talk about A blank E. So if a word has an A and then another letter and then an E, it says the word A. I'm going to give you an example. Tale, like a story tale. You see how it's T-A-L-E, A blank E. So it doesn't say towel, since it has that E at the end, it says tail. Same thing over here. We don't say wow, we say what? Ale, because it's A blank E. And they're all in red here so you guys can follow along. So this is a frame, ape, 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 cape, like a superhero cape, and then paper. So every time you see A blank E, it says the sound A. Next, we have A and I together. In the story we're going to read, we actually don't have any examples of A and I together, but every time we see those two, we want to make the sound A. So two vowels together, these two say A. Here's an example. Tail, like a squirrel tail. Tail, tail. Next one here. Nail, nail. And the last one, rain, rain. When these two are together, we don't sound out each individual sound. So we would never say ta-a-il. We always have to remember that A-I together says A. A blank E together says A. And the last one, A-Y together says A. And it kind of looks like how it's spelled A. Like this one, A, hey. A, play. A, stay, like what you would say to your dog. That's what I say to my dog all the time. A, away, like you're throwing away something. A, tray. A, today. And the last one, a, b, maybe. And if you're having difficulties with this, you can always pause the YouTube video here and you can review this, but we are actually going to go right into our story. So our story for today is called Dave Was Late. Look at Dave. Oops, he's right there. So being late is when you don't make it to somewhere on time. So like when you're late to school, that's when you get your pink slips, or if you are late getting to your class, that means that you're the last person probably in the door. So let's get started with our story. I am just going to move myself over here so we can have our story time. Oops, there I am. Okay, Dave was late. So do you remember what I was just telling you guys? A, letter E, Ave. His name wouldn't be Dav because it's A, letter E. What us? This one says a or a. And then the last one, late, because it's A, letter E. Okay, Dave was late. Let's find out why. And I went ahead and highlighted the words and the spelling patterns that we need to be on the lookout for. Sorry, I cannot get rid of this little thing right here. Oh, good, it went away. Why was Dave late? Dave had a way to get up. Dave set a clock when he went to bed, but the bell didn't ring. So you guys see, I highlighted A-E, Dave, A-E, ate, and then A-Y together says A as well. So way, Dave, late. Those are our three that make that sound. Now, Dave rushed and ate. Then Dave had to bake some cakes. Dave had to shake and shake. He mixed and mixed. So here's Dave. He is going to go ahead and make some cakes for his job. My guess is that he's a baker and he needs to make these cakes for work. Here he has some eggs. So as you can see, same thing down here. A and E say A and E, ate. A and E for bake. We wouldn't say back. If it was just B-A-K, that could be back. Well, actually, back like our back is B-A-C-K, but that is a lesson for another day. Cake, A and E together, shake and shake. So once you start seeing these patterns, just keep them in mind so we can remember that A and E say A. A and Y together say A and I together say A. Sometimes it's easier when we can just read it all together, then we can kind of pick up on the clues that are in the story. All right, let's keep reading. Let's see what happens with these cakes. Dave baked 6 cakes. There they are right there, 5 and 6. He set them on a rack. Then Dave set a cake on a plate. Dave set the rest in a safe place. Look at all these words that I underlined. A lot of A and E's together, but the newest word we had was cake and baked. We had and place and safe. Now look at this word rack here. We wouldn't say rake, rake, R-A-K-E, A and E. So we have to remember that rack is a short sound and then rake would be a long A sound. Dave had to take his hat. There's his chef's hat. Dave dashed up Grape Lane. Dave ran up to a bus stop. The bus just rushed away. Poor Dave. And the last page, I'll move this over. Dave was late for his job today. Dave had to make 10 cakes at Jane's Bake Shop. All right, now let's try to read it all together. I'm gonna go back to the first page. We're gonna do what we do in class, so I'll do I read, and then I'm going to pause for you guys to read. So please read along at home, or you can read it along with me as I'm reading it. I will totally leave that up to you. Let's start up at the top again. Dave was late. Your turn. Good job. Why was Dave late? Dave had a way to get up. Dave set a clock when he went to bed, but the bell didn't ring. Good job. And if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause it. Now Dave rushed and ate. Then Dave had to bake some cakes. Dave had to shake and shake. He mixed and mixed. Good job. Dave baked 6 cakes. He set them on a rack. Then Dave set a cake on a plate. Dave set the rest in a safe place. Dave had to take his hat. Dave dashed up Grape Lane. Dave ran up to a bus stop. The bus just rushed away. Good job. Last page. Dave was late for his job today. Dave had to make 10 cakes at Jan's bake shop. Good job, guys. We are going to do another lesson right after this, and then we're going to talk about reading comprehension, which is what just happened in the story. But for right now, you guys did awesome. I miss you guys to pieces. And watch this video again if you need the extra help or extra support. All right, I love you guys. See you later.